Its hooves clicked, then sank, then clicked again. Its eyes never blinked, never moved, just stared. Welcome everyone to this special live broadcast. Thank you all so much for always supporting me and being part of this channel. If you love terrifying and psychological horror stories, make sure to subscribe so you'll get notified the moment the next part comes out. And don't forget to like and share this stream with friends who love spine-chilling tales. Now, let's begin our journey into darkness with the story of the Buffalo Hunter. It began in a forgotten town, swallowed by the grasslands. The wind always howled at night in that place. Not like the kind that whispers through trees, but the kind that watches. The kind that makes you feel like someone is behind you even when you're alone. That town, Ashridge, wasn't on any of the maps I had. I only found it through rumors passed between old hunters in dim bars and wilderness forums no one moderates anymore. They spoke in fragments, boots full of blood, a shape with antlers, don't follow the tracks. I should have listened. My name is Ethan Carter. I'm a freelance journalist, or I was before this. I've chased cryptids, murder cults, and war stories. But nothing ever looked back at me like this story did. They call it the Buffalo Hunter. A name so absurd it almost feels safe to say, like it couldn't possibly be real. But names don't stop nightmares, and mocking it won't save you. My first stop was the town saloon. No signs, just faded wood and a single light that blinked like it was struggling to stay alive. Inside, the air was thick with tobacco, sweat, and something else, metallic. The bartender didn't ask who I was. He just looked at me like he already knew I didn't belong. I told him I was writing about local legends. He poured a drink I didn't ask for and said, he doesn't hunt game, he hunts guilt. When I asked what that meant, he leaned in so close I smelled rot on his breath. You'll see, everyone's got something to atone for. That night, I stayed in a motel that hadn't seen guests in months. The wallpaper peeled like dead skin, and the light in the bathroom flickered even when turned off. Around midnight, I heard footsteps outside. Not heavy like a person, not light like an animal. Measured, intentional, like something walking not on the ground but in it. Every footstep sounded damp, like flesh pressing into wet soil that I didn't dare look through the curtain. I didn't need to. Something was breathing outside. And worse, it was waiting. I've always kept a journal. That night, my hands shook so badly the pen carved through the page. I wrote 3 words, over and over. He knows I'm here. Then, the scratching began. Not a knock, not a claw, a scrape, long and steady, moving from one side of the window to the other. I held my breath. The scratching stopped, but then I heard something whisper my name. Not from outside, from inside the room. By morning, the temperature had dropped below freezing. Yet outside my room were hoof prints. Not deer, not elk, something massive. The ground beneath them steamed, as if still hot. The smell was unbearable. Rotting meat and fresh blood. I went to the sheriff. He was an old man, weathered and thin. His eyes were tired, but not weak, resigned. He didn't ask why I was there. He simply said, you're not the first to come asking. Just make sure you don't end up a story, too. Then he looked down at my boots and added, make peace with your sins. He only hunts the guilty. I followed a name, Rick Martin, a hunter who went missing last fall. Locals said he was the best tracker in 3 states, until one night he walked into the woods and never returned. His cabin was 20 miles out, isolated and almost completely overtaken by nature. The moment I stepped onto the porch, I felt watched. Inside, blood stained the floorboards. Drag marks stretched from the door into the dark hallway. I followed them with my flashlight. The walls were clawed, deep gouges as if something massive had tried to escape from within. On the wall near the bedroom, scratched into the wood with what looked like antlers. You killed to eat. I eat to cleanse. That night, I camped near the tree line. I know, stupid, but I needed to feel it. Prove to myself this wasn't just folklore. Around 2 a.m., I heard a voice. Male, whispering, you're being followed. I stood, flashlight in hand, scanning. Nothing, just wind. But then, movement. Trees swayed, not from wind, but something passing between them. A massive shape, 4-legged, horned, low to the ground like a predator, but with the mass of a bull. I caught its eyes, glowing faint red like embers. But worse than its form, Was it silenced? No growl. No scream. Just breathing. And then, stillness that I ran back to my car. It wouldn't start. Of course it wouldn't. The radio flickered, then turned on by itself. Just static, until a deep, rhythmic breathing filled the speakers. It was wrong. Too slow for a human. Too methodical for an animal. Each breath sounded wet, as if filtered through blood. Then a voice. You took. Now I take. I slept in the back seat, clutching a hunting knife I knew was useless. Just before dawn, I saw it again, outside, pacing. Not walking. Stalking. It moved in a circular motion around the car, slow and precise. Its hooves clicked, then sank, then clicked again. Its eyes never blinked, never moved, just stared. When dawn finally broke, it vanished with the shadows. I got the car to start an hour later and drove straight back to town. I packed up, ready to leave, but then I checked my journal. The pages had changed. My words were gone. I in their place. Something else had written. You carry the mark. Until the guilt is gone, so am I. I moved cities, burned my notes, changed my name, but it still follows me. In dreams, in mirrors, in the sound of breath that isn't mine. I tried therapy. I tried silence. But nothing stops it. Because here's the truth. It doesn't hunt to kill. It hunts to remind. Every soul it follows is one it believes deserves it. And that's what terrifies me most. Because I know what I did. And it knows, too. If you've heard the breathing, if you've seen the hoof prints, if your guilt has weighed in the dark, then run, but not too fast. It likes the chase.